today's recipe I will be showing you is how to make deviled tofu. This recipe is so easy and it turned out delicious. This is like a really easy recipe and it's like not too sweet but not too spicy. It's perfect. And I really hope you try this out. So that is the recipe I will be showing you today, and subscribe for more videos like this. Okay, so first I have tofu, 1 pound of tofu, and I'm just gonna remove the water. So I just put plate and I'm just gonna gently squeeze out the water. You don't want to smush the tofu. Just do this really gently. This is what it should look like after the water's out, and now I'm gonna get ready to cut it. So you want to cut these into small squares. So I'm just cutting it in half like this, and then I'm gonna cut it in half downwards into 4 pieces. Then I'm going to turn this around and cut it into 4 more pieces. At the end you should get little like cubes or like squares. They shouldn't be too big. I'm just going to transfer this to my bowl. And here is the size for reference. Okay, so now I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Then gently, very gently, mix this with your hands. You want to be gentle because the tofu is really soft, and once it's mixed it should look like this. Then I'm just going to take 6 cloves and I'm just going to peel the little thing off of the garlic. If you have small garlic cloves, you can use 8, but since I'm using pretty big ones, I'm just going to use 6. So now I'm going to grind my garlic. If you don't have a grinder like this, you can also just really finely cut the garlic. Now moving on, I have 1 onion and I'm just going to chop this. You can use any onion. I'm using a red onion, which is great. So I'm just going to cube them. Then set that aside, and you want to chop 2 green chilies. Okay, moving on. I'm going to combine 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, half a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, two tablespoons of maple syrup, and I'm just going to give this a really quick mix. Then add in 3/4 of a tablespoon of cornstarch. Then mix this immediately so that it has no clumps in it. Alright, now we're gonna move on, and I'm on the stove and I'm using a pot, and I put some oil because we're gonna be deep frying, and we're gonna deep fry in shallow oil, and I'm gonna one by one place my tofu into the oil. Flip them around every once in a while with some tongs or whatever you will use, but just flip them around so that they get evenly fried. And now I'm just going to take them out when they look like this. And I'm just putting this on a plate lined with paper towels. And here are all the ingredients. Okay, so now I just cleaned the pot, and now I'm going to start off with like around 1 tablespoon of oil. So now I'm going to add in the ground garlic that we made before. And then just mix this with the oil. Now when it looks like this, add in 10 to 15 red chilies. You can add more or less. This gives it a little bit of a spicy taste. And now I'm just going to add in the onions that we have cubed before. Then mix this in well. Then add in the green chili we cut and mix this in. This also will give it a spicier taste as well. Then add in the sauce that we made before. Then give this a quick mix. And then add in all of the tofu that we have deep fried. And then gently mix this in. And I'm just transferring this to my bowl, because that's actually the recipe completed. And yeah, that is the recipe completed, and I hope you enjoyed it. This was a really easy recipe, and this tastes so good. I really hope you try this out. I recommend you trying it out. It's really good. And if you do, please leave a comment down below on how it turned out. And also, please make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in my next video.